Hello and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I wish I was coming here to say that I was like so locked in with this 25-week lock-in that like I just completely forgot to post. Like, I didn't have any time to film because I was just like so locked in. But that's um actually really far from the truth. Now, if you've also been following along on Instagram with the weekly post, you might have saw that I had a really rough time and that I decided June, we're gonna start the next phase of this lock-in and we're gonna do the summer arc. And in my opinion, that's where things like really fell apart and just got so much worse. So I'm here to catch you guys up on some of the stuff you've missed. Week 12 and 13 is kind of where things started to unravel a little bit. I would skip a workout here, I would skip a workout there, like whatever. I'll make it up at some point during the week. The main issue was that whole time I just felt like my body was like on the verge of like wanting to crash, like just being so overwhelmed, so tired, so overworked that it just was like, we need to stop. And I think sometimes I would get up and I'd be like, yeah, you know what, I'm just not gonna do this workout, or I'm not gonna do this one. And I would do some, but not all. And by some, I pretty much mean I would do the runs and then I really didn't do any weightlifting at all. I think the runs were easier for me to do just because I know like once you start making progress there, for me, I fall back so quickly. And I was also trying to build up my little Strava graph and I'm like, oh my God, it's perfect, it's perfect. And then I think week 13, I was like, Yeah, I know I cannot." And that's like the first time I missed one of the runs in like a long time. And then by week 14, my mindset was just garbage, honestly. Like that's the best word to describe it. I think like I literally just woke up and I was just like, what's the point? Like, why am I getting up to do these workouts? Like, I don't care to do them. Why am I doing them? Like, what? Like, just literally, like, what's the point? Like, literally, I don't care. Like, I woke up and I was like, yeah, I don't care. And I think the most frustrating part is literally, I don't know exactly what caused me to like be like, yeah, I don't care. I just woke up and I was like, yeah. I don't know if it was like a combination of like a lot of different things going on, work being kind of overwhelming, lymphedema, all of that related stuff, having my period, just like in general. Like, I don't know if it was just too much all at once and I just kind of like cracked and lost it and did literally nothing that last week. I think all I did was one run, and that was like right before the tipping point of being able to like not pull it back together. And honestly, I wish that like this chat we're having here was a little bit like more honest as to like why it happened, but genuinely, like I said, I don't know. But that's also me being honest, is I don't know what happened. I wish I could pinpoint it so that I could prevent something like this happening again in the future, but I just have to kind of move on and move forward, and that's what we're doing. I'm happy to say that with week 15, we did pull it back together, kind of. I did end up having to make a few tweaks to the schedule just because I haven't mentioned this, but I had a 5K race this past weekend. And the reason I haven't mentioned it was because I wasn't training for it like a real race. I was just doing it as like a simple little fun run, just something fun to do, nothing serious. Like there was no like, oh my God, have to PR, have to do crazy times. Like if I PR'd, great and amazing. But if I didn't, okay, and I'm so glad I did treat it as a fun run. We'll get into that in a minute, but yeah. There was only two workouts I actually ended up missing from this week. One was a run and one was my leg day. Both of them had incredibly valid reasons for being skipped, and that's because, I just was like, okay, we're gonna get up, well, let's do our full body, we're gonna go and just pick up right where we left off, forgetting that I haven't touched a weight in over a month, and you can't do that. I mean, you can, but you'll be in severe pain, which I was. My full body is almost a like leg day in a sense. So, just absolutely obliterated my legs right before the race day. Because I had destroyed them so bad, the next day I was supposed to do a run. I was like, I literally can't run. I literally couldn't walk. I was in such pain. It was like the first day I ever worked out in the gym. Like I was like, oh my God. So we skipped that run. I then did my upper body and then it was race day. And I was like, maybe I'll do my legs after the race. But I was like, you know what? No, because they were pretty sore. I will say, luckily, on race day, I did wake up significantly less sore. They were still there and they were achy, but like they weren't as bad. I literally was like, at night, I was like, oh my God, please don't let me wake up with sore legs. And luckily, I did not. That's probably because that wasn't where my real issue was going to be with this race. Came out the gate crushing it on this race. We were holding like a faster pace than we were anticipating, and not in a way that was like, oh, you're going to overdo it, but like, we were holding a good pace for where our heart rate was, how hot it was that morning. Like it was going pretty well. And then right at mile 2, which I knew mile 2 to 3, it was pretty much all flat. slash almost downhill. Like I knew I was gonna be able to fly here. My music was amping up, like everything was going so well. And I literally like turned on to the last final stretch and I cramped. Like I've never cramped before. I've had side stitches here and there, but this was, I don't even think it was a side stitch. I think it was a full on complete cramp. My side seized so bad it radiated down into my hip and then across my stomach. I have never experienced a cramp like this before, and I hope I never do again. I hope no one ever has to experience this. I legitimately could not move. Like I had to take a minute and just stand on the course for a second because it hurt that bad. I was like, I'm gonna have to walk the rest of this. And literally I walked the whole last mile except for like kind of towards the very end. I felt it start to go away. So I turned up my favorite song to end all my races with, and I was just like, okay, run, just get it done. Just so we can be done. I was like, let me go. And just like let's just run. Like the faster we run, then it can be over. The funny thing is I felt like I was actually decently hydrated for this race. Like I was prior to, I'm like, let me get some water in. But like I ate good. I ate good the night before. Like I just felt like there should have been no reason to cramp. I think other than like it was hot and I know I'm a salty sweater. I think I lost it. I don't have any of my little salt stick tablets because they had went bad. I had left them open from the rocky run, so they like are not good anymore. So I definitely need to get those because these next few summer months are going to be rough if I don't. So I'm probably going to have to plan a little trip to the running store to get those because it was rough. With all that, it was a weird 4 weeks, but you know what? We are moving on and we are relocking in again. You know, I love to give a name to like a challenge or something we're doing. Obviously, this is 25-week lock in, and June was supposed to start the summer arc, but now we only have 10 weeks left. So I think we're gonna kind of do another rebrand, which is never good. Whenever I give them specific names, things always go bad, as you can see. But I think we're gonna do 25-week lock-in, summer arc, crunch time. It's crunch time. Like this is it. This is all we have left. I will say I definitely don't know if I will hit my goal weight even within the 10 weeks. Honestly, I am not 100% sure when I will hit it, especially since getting diagnosed with lipedema. Like I don't know how much fat I actually have left to burn that I can burn slash fat that I can't burn. So the hitting the whole goal weight I've kind of forgiven myself on, like if I don't hit it already. I just wanted to put that out there since we are so close. It's proving to be very hard to lose this weight now at this point. Since it's been a little while since I've especially done a vlog, I think that's where we'll start next week with our re lock in. I'm not sure how many re's we need here, but definitely quite a few. For now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this little chat slash catch up, and I will see you guys soon. Till then, roll the